Why do some IPOs have a blockbuster debut and some are a bit of a flop? Well, here are some of the reasons why you have a great listing pop on IPO day, and you've seen it recently with a Groww and a Physicswallah, but not everyone can pass with those flying colors. Well, one of the big reasons is valuation, valuation, valuation. It is on the day of listing that you realize how the market is ready to value your company, your stock, and that particular IPO. If the offer price is too high, then you're less likely to have a listing pop. The other factor is oversubscription, and this is not necessarily always a gauge, but a good one. If you have an IPO that has been oversubscribed several times, then chances are that you'll have more of spike during listing because there are enough people who did not get allotment in the first place and may want to come in on listing day. But like I said, that's not necessarily the great case, which is why sometimes the grey market premium, which is the unorganized market, gives you a hint of what's going to happen. I think the other important factor is the FOMO factor, especially for HNIs and institutional buyers who, if they don't get allotment or don't get enough, may want to come in on listing day, don't mind if there is a bit of an uptake and come in for even more. That automatically increases the price. That will also be the case if it's not a very large IPO. If the float is small, then clear supply demand metrics come into play. Less supply means prices will go higher. The other factor to watch out for, and sometimes it's just luck if you're looking at only listing day, is what the market sentiment is that day. There are days when markets are in a great mood, all boats are lifted on that tide, and even a mediocre IPO may do well. The reverse is also true, and you could see that kind of a downer for a decent company as well. Scarcity premium is another big one. That particular company, does it have enough listed competitors? In Grow's case, for example, there are not too many to compare with, and as a platform discount broker, maybe fewer choices, which is why the excitement. If there is an unusual kind of an IPO which don't have too many peers, it may do better. So these are some of the reasons that IPOs do well, and of course, others don't.